Let's send you up to the top end, Gary Gerald.
And by 0.004 of a second, Matt Hagan loses lane choice against Mike Neff in the semifinals. And you say that left lane is creating problems. How so?
Well, you know, I think it's just a little tricky early. You saw Daniel around before that, you know, have some problems there. And I think that, you know, you can't be as aggressive over in the left lane. But that's for these crew chiefs. That's why they get paid all the big bucks. I stab and steer, and we're glad to be going rounds here today with his Mopar car, Die Hard, and Pete and everybody here. We're just having some fun, you know, and it's great. Hopefully we can have some fun up here with Zippy. You know, he's a tough guy to beat, and I guess he's still leading the points, but hopefully we can make some ground on him here soon.
Stabbing and steering and doing a pretty darn good job of it, I'd say.
Getting ready to do that is Melainie Troxel and Bob Tasca. ESPN's coverage of college football continues tonight. It's an ACC battle as the Hurricanes of Miami face the Maryland Terrapins. College football prime time. It's all a part of Dick's Sporting Goods kickoff week on ESPN tonight at 8. Mike Dunn and Ed the Ace McCullough still in the booth. Mike's always here.
Ace, but I got to ask you, we've seen a lot of women coming into the sport. Melanie's one of the best drivers out there, doing a great job. We saw Leah Pruitt looking like she's going to come into Fuel Funny Car. But you started back in the 60s. Were there very many women back then?
Well, Shirley Shahan, the first woman to win an NHRA national race. I just want to say her husband at the time, HL, he's battling, you know, some health issues, and I just want to give him the best and wish him well, and we're praying for him, and hang in there, buddy. But she was the first lady to do it at a national event.
Yeah, I can remember Shirley Shahan. I remember HL because she used to come down the shop at Reef Automotive when we were down there. And it was always amazing. He always wore white, and he never got dirty.
As long as I've known that guy, I could not believe what he could do and not get a drop of grease on him.
That's a pretty good reputation to have. Bob Tasca is now clinched in that 10th place in the countdown, signed his name on the board. Now faces Melainie Troxel. On both of their minds is the Wally here. It's down to this race, and a Wally here is huge. You see Melainie, car went up. Tasca wins 418, 302 miles an hour. Melainie, you saw something pop in the motor, and out came the parachutes. That's automatic.
Looks like she might have spun the tires out through the middle, then maybe possibly backfired the superchargers. You look at the launch here, everything looks nice and clean, and picks that left front wheel up just the way you like it. Problem is when you start applying that clutch through the middle, if it doesn't stick, it's going to spin the tires, and you probably might have got a little bit too aggressive there. They've been making some good horsepower, making some pretty good runs right now, and oh, there's a cylinder actually going out. I had a couple cylinders out. Oh, that wasn't no tire smoke. That was actually some kind of ignition failure, I would say, and then it backfired.
So, Mike, the semifinals for Funny Car will look this way. Lane choice going to Mike Neff when he goes up against Matt Hagan.
Other matchup, you're going to see Bob Tasca going up against Ron Capps, and Ron's going to have lane choice at his first shot at getting a U.S. Nationals trophy.
Well, a thanks to the latest inductee into the Motorsports Hall of Fame, Ed the Ace McCullough. Hope life is going good for you now, and thank you so much for spending the time with us.
Thank you, Paul. Mike, it's my pleasure to be here.
Thanks,
it's good
Ace.
to see you as well. All right, it is the big go and the end of the countdown as they set up for the playoffs, and Dave Grubnick now can put his name in 10th spot for Top Fuel and breathe a sigh of relief.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Well, there's the matchup coming up between Antron Brown and Larry Dixon in the semifinals for Top Fuel. Larry's packing the chute.
You got a choice.